Namaste and hi friends, it's Parvati here with Visionary Veda, bringing you your Vedic Astrology New Moon Report for this May 11th, 2021. We are going to have a very powerful new moon in the Vedic sidereal sign of Aries and in the nakshatra of Krittika Nakshatra. This is also commonly known as the Pleiades. So this is going to be an amazing new moon to reset ourselves and take on leadership roles in our own lives. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so as most of you know, I am a Vedic astrologer. And if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon because you will be notified immediately upon my new video releases. Also, the more subscribers I have, the more circulation I get on YouTube, and the more people out there will be able to find this information. So yes, please do that if you don't mind, and if you'd like a reading with me, you can contact me at the email below, which is visionaryveda@gmail.com. All right, so now what I'm going to do in this report, I'm primarily going to speak about the new moon, but before I do that, I want to go over some dates that are coming up this month in May that are very, very important. All right, and that includes the most auspicious day of the year. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you have heard me speak about the most auspicious day of the year, otherwise known as Akshaya Tritya. Akshaya Tritya is when the sun is exalted, which it is right now in Aries, and doubly exalted because it's in the nakshatra of Krittika, which it lords, right? And then when the moon moves into Taurus, into its exaltation nakshatra Rohini, and its exaltation sign of Taurus. So when the sun is exalted and the moon is exalted, we have both the solar and the lunar sides of ourselves very strong and powerful. So it is said that anything you do on this day is the results are multiplied manifold. So we're going to talk about that. And then we are also going to speak about a few other things. So let me go ahead and get started. I guess I'll continue with Akshaya Tritya because I already started talking about it, right? So in India, this is a big day where people go out and they buy gold, right? Because it's thought that what you do on this day multiplies. So if you go and you buy something of value, this value is going to multiply manifold. Students go and buy books, because their knowledge multiplies. People give donations. It's a very good day to donate because your good karma or your good merit or your purva punya, your punya increases if you are giving donations on that day. And a side note that I want to mention, it's not a side note, actually, what I'd like to mention is most of you know that India right now is getting hit very, very hard with the virus and is needing a lot of aid. So now's a great time to donate to legitimate causes in India that are trying to help the people, that are trying to feed the people. And if anybody follows me on Facebook, on my page, Visionary Veda, I'm going to post a few organizations that I know are legitimately doing good work. One of them is a foundation in Pushkar, Rajasthan, and another one is the Chidambaran Mandir in South India. So I'm going to post those two if you'd like to donate to any sort of vetted organizations that are helping. And it is my sincere prayer that this passes soon and we can get back to, that India can get back to functioning properly again. It's really devastating what is going on there, and my heart is with everyone in India. Okay, so Akshaya Tritya. So when is it? So we have this new moon, which I will talk about, on the 11th in Krittika Nakshatra. Then we have this new moon is occurring like really close to the end of the sign of Aries. So if you've been following me for the past half year or more, the new moons have been occurring very close to the end of the sign. So this is a Sandhi point, okay? So it's a point where the planet is getting ready to transition into the next sign. And so these moons, even though they're always powerful, they're not as powerful as if they were occurring like smack dab in the sign, right? Because then in a few days after the new moon on the 11th is Akshaya Tritya on the 13th. Now this is Californian time, all right? Akshaya Tritya in India is on the 14th, but here in California it's on the 13th, and it goes from 5 a.m. until 7 a.m. the next day. So it's a little bit over 24 hours. And if you're interested in doing any kind of puja or ritual or spiritual type of sadhana or practice on that day, you could look up in Drig Panchang to see the exact puja times, the most auspicious puja times. I don't have it written down, but the 13th is Akshaya Tritya, okay? And then on the 14th, right after Akshaya Tritya, the sun moves from Aries into Taurus. And then another very important date that I wanted to speak about is the 16th of May. In late April, a lot of my friends and associates were reaching out to me. They were like, Parvati, what's going on? It's crazy. There's so much conflict happening. So this is to address all of you. The reason for that conflict is because Mars is in Gemini. And on the 24th of April until the 16th of May, Mars has been in Ardra Nakshatra. And again, those of you that follow me know that Ardra Nakshatra is on the galactic plane, right? It's opposite Mula Nakshatra. Mula Nakshatra directly over the galactic center. Ardra Nakshatra opposite Mula Nakshatra. Mula ruled by Ketu. Ardra ruled by Rahu. Now these points in the sky, when they get activated, cause a lot of disruption. Mars being in Ardra Nakshatra has caused a lot of conflicts. Now it depends on where Mars sits in your chart, what houses Mars rules in your chart, and then you'll see where those conflicts are going to show up. And I can look at your birth chart and guide you and teach you where these points, these activation points are in your personal chart if you book a consultation with me. All right, so Mars being in Ardra, this is the reason why since the end of April until the 16th of May, there's been a lot of conflict going on. So Mars really activating that point. So after the 16th of May, after mid-month, things are going to shift and things should start feeling a little better. But wait, there's more, okay? So in the end of the month, we have really potent energies happening. And I'm just going to quickly list off these energies. I'm not going to get into it. I'll save that for another video, but this is just for your knowledge, okay? We will have a big one, Saturn going retrograde in its own sign on the 23rd of May. So around the 23rd, you're going to feel Saturn getting stationary, okay? So this energy is really going to be impactful, the 23rd of May. Then we have Mercury changing signs and going into Gemini on the 26th. That same day, the 26th, we are going to have a full moon lunar eclipse, the first lunar eclipse of the year. And it's happening in the sign of Scorpio, in the nakshatra of Anuradha. And I'll do a whole nother video on that. But just so that you know, this eclipse is going to be intense because it is the moon, it is in Scorpio. And the theme is going to be insecurity, fear. You'll start to see people like really acting on their fear and doing things without necessarily being in the best mind to feel safe. All right. It's also a great moon to look at our inner psychological workings. Okay. And that's the 26th. And then then Mercury is going to go retrograde at the end of May, on the 30th. We also have Venus changing signs on the 29th. So the end of the month is going to be really power packed. So we have a few weeks in there where we have a little bit of respite. So now this new moon in Krittika Nakshatra. Let's talk about that. So all of the New Year's, the Western New Year, the Indian New Year, the Chinese New Year, the Thai New Year, the Burmese New Year, the Vedic New Year, all the New Years have now officially passed, and we are smack dab in 2021. And here comes this new moon. So this new moon is going to be very powerful because it is in Aries, the sign of the leader, the sign of like energy, the nakshatra of Krittika, the Pleiades, right, which is ruled by Agni itself, fire, pure fire. Now this fire can destroy things, but in the Vedic system the fire was used to purify things, right? So letting things go, letting things out of your life, but not just like letting things go and clearing the slate, but really, how are we going to lead our lives? Really building something in its place. If you want to start to exercise, if you want to start to change any part of your life, you need that fire. You need that propulsion. You need that energy, right? That Shakti, that vibrancy to be able to put it into motion and sustain it. So because the sun rules this beautiful nakshatra of Krittika, right? Krittika in the Pleiades, it's like it cuts, right? So part of it, it destroys, but another part of it, because of the sun, it grows, right? Because the sun can be used, any energy can be used in any way, in a destructive way or a creative way. So this is a beautiful new moon to sit with ourselves and really really thinking out, how do I want to lead my life moving forward for the rest of this year, for the rest of this month? What is it that I want to put into action? How is it, what do I need to clear out and forever clear out, whether it's in the outward manifest world or the inner psyche, the inner being that we want to lay to rest, burn out, so that we can also nurture and grow something in its place. This is the new moon in Krittika in Aries. Very, very fiery new moon. Please be gentle on yourselves. We're going to all feel this inner need to maybe be a little bit harsh with ourselves, to like give ourselves a little kick up the butt, to get motivated, get started. It's all good to encourage yourself, but the danger here is to be a little bit harsh, like I don't know, like the military boot camp or something. Sometimes we need that. But just use this force, use this energy to move forward for this new moon. And then in 2 weeks' time, this full moon eclipse is where we're going to really see, all right, where is it? What is the energy? Like, what is the quality of the energy, the quality of where we're coming from. Are we coming from a quality of punishment on this new moon? Like, no, like, really harsh on ourselves? Are we coming from the tamas? Are we coming from a quality of rajas, of desiring something, desiring more money, desiring better health, desiring a better body, or what have you? Or are we coming from a quality of sattva, quality of healing, self-reflection, peace, seeing where it is that we have made mistakes and trying to correct those mistakes? So that is going to do it for me today. I hope that you've enjoyed this new moon video. Again, take advantage of the 13th of the Akshaya Tritya. Take advantage. Really do something that you wish to carry you through for the year. And yeah, happy new moon and happy May to everybody. Again, please like, subscribe, and share this video if you have found it helpful, useful, informative. And if you would like more insight into your own personal birth chart and how these energies relate to your life, please feel free to reach out for a reading, a consultation at visionaryveda@gmail.com. Until next time, enjoy the life, enjoy this May, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Namaste and bye-bye.